It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against Washington. Looking at the Wizards, number 8 in the East. Again this season, they're right there.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on deep.
And now Washington's starting group. Fox is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Paul George. And there's Carter. And it's Noel in at the center, locking down the middle.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
And Bazemore kicks to Gasol. Left side Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper. First bucket of the day.
That's all you want is a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
For three, LaVine, and he's good on the three ball. LaVine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Gasol, a screen on Fox. Nowitzki kicks it to Bazemore. He feeds it to Gasol. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Good on the second free throw. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Simmons. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
George against Nowitzki. George dishes to Noel. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, they really controlled the pace on both nights, which is probably why they made the playoffs. And the other team was left on the outside looking in. Look, that rebound was up for grabs to get, but his length really was the determining factor in him coming away with it.
Simmons passes to Williams. The feed to Bazemore. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a tie ball game.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
LaVine wide open. And another miss by Washington.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. And Simmons kicks to Williams. And it's sent back by George. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Stolen by LaVine. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and stolen by Nowitzki. Fast break, here we go. Here's Williams, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
There's a screen by Noel. Fox with it. Outside, George. Over Nowitzki. Got it off in time, but it's no good. A good close contact. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing the...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother. And that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
They've got Kent Bazemore. Pau Gasol is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Simmons. And it's Williams at the 2. And for the Wizards, Carter out there with Paul George. And it's Fox. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Noel in at the center position. They've got Simmons. Nowitzki is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time.
Right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you were a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we all would say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer. So on the floor for Washington, they've got LaVine, Carter out there with Paul George. Then it's Noel. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Gasol, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Gasol's got 5.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. 1:29 left here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Nobody near Williams. Here's Simmons. Can't get it to fall. Washington leading now by 4. Goes up.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Right there. And this is why defensively you can't afford to let LaVine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
And certainly while the injury for Zach LaVine and his ACL was devastating, Greg, it's good to see him back on the court, and he seems to be on track to making a full recovery.
And Kevin, still amazing to me to see just how far the medical community has come in terms of treating ACL injuries. LaVine is such an athletic monster. To lose even a little burst would have been huge. Fortunately, though, with modern medicine, it's going to allow this guy to make the most of his potential still.
Back to Carter. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's a combination of urgency and efficiency. Let's see how they execute.
Williams dishes to Simmons. Over Levine. Simmons missing again. Now here is Carter. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's George. Second chance shot. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome back,
Halftime
everybody.
Show.
It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie, a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They found their rhythm in the second quarter and have to be feeling good here at the break, holding on to that 4-point lead. And it's just about time.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Here's Fox.
You know, for a while now, the Wizards felt that they are just one key piece away from being a major player in the East. And they've yet to find that player in free agency, but to their credit, they've tried a number of times.
They've got Nowitzki. Ben Simmons is out there with Williams. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Williams for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 10 points. And with the Wizards and free agency, they missed out on Durant and Horford, to name a few.
And really, the last major signing they had was Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Unfortunately, the Wizards have had some bloated contracts on their books.
There's a screen by Noel. Carter kicks to Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. Simmons with the defensive effort. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Outside for Gasol. Good looking screen by Gasol. Bazemore for 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Simmons against Fox. Carter kicks to George. Noel, a screen on Nowitzki. Here's George. Goes back up. A stupendous finish in traffic. George has got the game tied up here for Washington.
Well, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
Williams kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attack of the cup.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Noel. Back to George. And stolen by Simmons. Williams with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Stolen by Carter. Outside, George. Fox passes to George. He kicks to Noel. They set the pick. Levine for 3. Kept alive.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Outside Williams. Simmons against Fox. And again, it's Ben Simmons. Simmons got 6.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's going to nail the shot.
Carter kicks to Noel. Over Gasol. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
He has the physical and mental makeup to abuse defenders inside.
Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependable.
There's a screen by Noel. Fox dishes to George. Over Nowitzki. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's 9 points for Paul George.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Here's Simmons. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
You got to help the man guarding the basket.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Thing has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Nerlens Noel. Paul George is out there with Carter, and it's Fox, and it's Levine in at the two-guard spot. Nice ball movement by Washington. Nowitzki with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Williams, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'd probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removed.
Williams a screen. Fox against Simmons. Williams for three. Rebound collected by Levine.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Noel up top, defended by Gasol. In the corner, George with it. Bazemore on the wing. Gasol. It's good on the putback.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Here's the screen. Fox against Simmons. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 2. Misses the three.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection. And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
That one is no good. Wizards trail by 5. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. There's a screen by Noel. Levine kicks to George. Off target from outside.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fox kicks to Carter. Ball's knocked loose. Pushing it up. Here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Pass to Simmons. Over Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And an intentional foul right there. 36 seconds left in the game. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Nowitzki draws the double. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Washington calls timeout. They trail by 7. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
"16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's Henderson on the wing. Here's Bikes. Cans the 3. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 8 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Nowitzki, the pass to Williams. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. Here's George. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Vince Carter with that Kevin Love stat line.